All right, so let's sort through what happens next now. We have Doctor of Political Science, Dr. Lee Hanna from Wright State University joining us now. So we've discussed what these issues are, but I wonder, can you discuss, first of all, what's the difference between issue 1 and issue 2 as far as one being amendment, one not being?
Yes. So issue 1 being an amendment means that it is enshrined in the Constitution. It would take quite a large majorities to repeal it, and it also holds the Ohio Supreme Court under this constitutional law. And so, for example, the heartbeat bill, which the legislature passed and Mike DeWine signed several months ago, has been on hold in the courts, but now that will go before the Supreme Court, and instead of ruling on what was a Constitution that was silent on abortion, they now are going to have to, interpret that based on this new amendment being added to the Constitution, and so that's going to be struck down. And so it does. I think the interesting kind of politics of this is that had the Republicans maybe made some efforts to not go so far on abortion restrictions, they might not have found themselves facing issue 1 tonight. And so I think that might be something in hindsight that they may regret, because now it's a much higher bar for them to clear to pass some of these restrictions they'd like to see.
Now, with that being said, when we talk about issue 2, that is not an amendment. The legislature, which is right now in control by Republicans, could make adjustments to it, correct?
Yes, and I've been watching Twitter, and they're already talking about it. Senate President Matt Huffman has already come out and discussed ways that they are going to change this law. So you're absolutely right. They have quite a bit of freedom in how they deal with this, to the extent that they don't fear a backlash from voters. They can go all the way to repealing or making this a totally unworkable system. Currently, if the law, if they don't do that, it will be 30 days from now where recreational marijuana will be accessible, or at least you won't be prosecuted for having marijuana. The actual details of getting the dispensaries online, of grow sites, those details I don't think have been ironed out yet, but certainly the legislature will have a much bigger hand to play in what happens with marijuana.
All right, so a lot to pay attention to here over the next 12 months. Dr. Lee Hanna from Wright State University, thank you very much for joining us tonight.
Thanks, Adam.